Day 15 of the government shutdown. But family, you know how I start all my videos off. Like to send a big shout out to our new subscribers. Woo! Yes, yes, yes. So family, today is the 15th day of the government shutdown. And I'm going to be honest with you, family. I am in the DMV. They have been talking about how the air traffic controllers and some of the other government workers are planning not to go to work. But let me play this clip for you.
$20 billion to spare for a MAGA-friendly foreign government. How can they say we don't have the money to lower health care costs here at home? The overwhelming majority of Americans say we need help with our health care, and they're busy spending $20 billion because Trump seems to really like the leader of Argentina. They're both sort of MAGA types. The administration is giving this money away to help Argentina's hard-right president in his election, where his party is in serious trouble. It's a bailout, it's nonsensical, and at the same time, the American people are frightened, scared, worried about losing their health care. It makes no sense to give money to Argentina and then say we don't have enough money to help Americans with health care.
Okay, family. This is preposterous. You mean to tell me you're going to take my taxpayer dollars and go help Argentina, but come January 1 of 2026, my health care is going to go through the roof? What are we doing here, family? But I don't want to keep going on with my rant. We're going to keep the show
We are
rolling.
in day 15 of the Republican government shutdown. There are over 700,000 federal employees furloughed right now. Trump has, in the White House, have claimed they've already permanently released 4,000 employees and plan on permanently releasing another 4,000 employees. This, as much as they're trying to blame this on the shutdown, this was always part of Project 2025. In fact, even the shutdown was suggested in Project 2025 as a ways to the end. This, again, is a manufactured shutdown by the Republicans. All they would have to do is to agree on extending the ACA tax subsidies.
That's it, family. That's it. Help you and me out on our healthcare insurance. What happened to taking care of America first? Make it make sense.
And we'd be back open, and all these people will be back to work. But that's not what they want. They want to put pain on the American people. They want to put pain on the working class. Fortunately, active duty military and Coast Guard members, because the Coast Guard's budget comes out of Homeland Security, not the military budget, but they have found the funds to pay them. Today is the military payday, the 15th of the month. So thankfully, those...
Shout out for paying the military folks. Now, that's the one thing they've gotten right so far.
Those families will be able to continue to live. But this is the state we are in. The Senate voted again last night. The Democrats stood together and defeated it. Good for the Democrats in the Senate. I'm glad to see they didn't break. But like I said, this could end very easily. This could be over today if the Republicans would just say, yes, we will continue the ACA subsidies so the American people can still afford their health insurance. Because it's just not going to affect people in the marketplace. It's going to affect everyone, because less people paying premiums means everyone's premiums go higher. So that's where we're at. Again, day 15 of the Republican government shutdown.
Absolutely. And I like the way he ended that. Republican. Now, you know what? I want to bring this gentleman here
Has
back
20.
up. And I want to say something, family. And I want to be frank and honest with you guys. Do you know this gentleman here? He get free health care. Now, let that sink in. He get free health care, right? But yet still, he's fighting for you and me. If he wanted to be selfish, he could just say to himself, you know what? I'm taken care of. But no, family, they are looking out for Americans. You know, we need to get rid of this Republican Democrat stuff and get back to being America. But I don't want to get into my little rant.
Controllers today at Reagan National Airport were handing out leaflets to people hopping on planes today. They want to educate the public about what the government shutdown is doing in terms of safety in the skies. They say that the shutdown has to stop now. This is the first day that air traffic controllers are going with a partial paycheck on October the 28th. The paychecks will end entirely. They say that they already have a very stressful job, and now you're adding the added stress of them having to worry about how to pay the bills, how to pay the mortgage. They say the shutdown needs to end and end now.
In terms of safety, it is still safe to fly. I actually just got off the airplane now. But it's you're adding risk into the system. It's adding fatigue because controllers are now, debating whether they need to go out and get a second job. So the time that they're usually spending recuperating, getting ready for the next of our 6-day work weeks, they're actually going out and driving for Uber. They're doing handyman work. They're working the overnight somewhere. So they're coming to work a little bit more fatigued.
Controllers today at Reagan National Airport were handing.
I want to say this. If you are a government worker watching this channel, I am about solutions. So I'm going to give you a solution right here, right now. If you are a member of Navy Federal, right? Did you know Navy Federal is offering 0% loans for government workers? Now, I wanted to throw this in the video just so our government workers can reach out to Navy Federal, go ahead and get the 0% loan until you get your paycheck. See, other content creators aren't bringing you information like this. This is the reason why you're watching the Credit Cousin YouTube channel. And my name is Brian Keefe. But I don't want to hold you any longer. I want to keep this show going. Check this one out. Breaking news.
I am here with Angie Craig, who is the ranking member, meaning the highest ranking Democrat of the Agriculture Committee, and she just shared some breaking news with the caucus. So, Ranking Member Craig, what is going on?
Well, it looks like the Trump administration has upped its taxpayer bailout of Argentina to $40 billion at a time.
$40 billion leaving the United States, going to Argentina. But like I said earlier, what happened to America first?
Time when economic assistance is needed to American family farmers. This is one of the most egregious acts of this administration.
And the corruption abounds. In fact, what you just told me was that the president of the United States is going to send $40 billion of American taxpayer dollars to Argentina to bail them out of their own manufactured economic crisis because their own leader, who is a lot like Trump, frankly, and his buddy, basically bankrupted the country of Argentina. But this is the thing that gets me. He's up for re-election right now, and Donald Trump basically said this aid package is...
Well, this is actually a bribe for Donald Trump to try to get the Argentinian people to re-elect this dictator. It's just the most corrupt, inappropriate use of presidential power, and at the expense of American taxpayers and family farmers in this country. As I said, it's one of the most egregious acts of this administration.
So basically, Trump is conditioning this aid, which is your taxpayer dollars, on this crazy guy winning re-election. So it's a bribe to the Argentinian people. But in addition to that, we're here fighting to save your health care, to keep WIC funded, and to make sure that people can put food on the table. And you also shared with us another shocking revelation, which is that the Trump administration is telling states to not distribute SNAP money, which is food benefits, to folks who qualify next month. Tell us more about that.
Well, the SNAP benefits will go out in October. That is already in the pipeline, but USDA has issued a memo to states instructing them that if the government is shut down after November 1st, not to distribute SNAP at a time when...
Wait a minute, family. Did you all hear that? They're getting ready to stop distributing SNAP benefits totally if this government stays shut down.
Grocery prices are sky high, and people are already having to choose whether to pay the rent or feed their families. Again, it is a direct attack on working families in our country.
And in my personal opinion, it's immoral. I mean, the fact that the president would give $40 billion in taxpayer-funded bailouts to essentially an autocrat in another country and then allow families to starve is immoral. It's wrong.
Look, and I don't know how the hell this constitutes America first. So I would say to family farmers, we understand your pain. We're fighting for you. Working families, we understand your pain. We're fighting for you. And I'm going to fight with all of my might against the bailout of a foreign country while Americans are having to forego their groceries.
Absolutely. Now, family, one of the things I tell you all on this channel, get your credit right. Get your credit right. Because you have some people that's living off of credit. Another thing I talk about on this channel is, are you investing in silver? Or are you investing in gold? Now, it's the reason why I am showing you that snake-looking class on this chain. This symbolizes the class. Just this little piece. When jewelers see this, when jewelers see that little class, this is 22 karat gold, family. So what I'm trying to do is get y'all eyes and your mind understanding what to purchase. You want to purchase stuff that have class like this. See it? They call it a dragon class in Asia Minor. This symbolizes high quality gold. So when you have situations like what we're going through right now with the government shutdown, you can use your credit, you can use your silver, and last and not least, you can use your gold, family, to sustain you and your family. So, family, I don't want to hold you up anymore. If you want to reach me, that's my email address right there. thecreditcousin@gmail.com. If you need help with your credit. And until my next episode, family, you be blessed.